Hello, hello. We are rocking it out with Kim D. Hi. I'm hoping you can hear me, see me. I'm going to click over and check on the chat and see if anybody is here yet. Um, hey, I am in Hibbing, Minnesota. My name is Kim Hi, and I am here to kind of share a little bit about my experience, share, I don't know, just a little bit of everything. The first thing I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to introduce you to some of my crochet. I couldn't get my second camera hooked up, so guess what? I'm not going to do any instructions, so I kind of changed it to hanging out with RIO4LIFE. And so here we go. We're going to hang out. These items are going to be for sale, and so I'm going to share them with you. And if there's something you like, you can hit me up. There's a lot of different ways. My email is kimd1234@aol.com. And let's see, how else can you get a hold of me? Kim D. Hi, Heye on Facebook. I enjoy my Facebook a little more than YouTube, so you'll find me there a lot more, entertaining people and doing whatnot. So here we go. I'm going to show you some of my items that will be for sale. We've got this cute little, not sure what you call it, placemats. They're a pom-pom stitch. It's kind of interesting and fun to do. So I've got this neon green, and you've got the 2 yellow, and okay, here we go, orange. And that is a whole set. And I will mail pretty much anywhere. It's not that hard to send things via the mail. All right, here is some other Tibbets. Here's another little set. This is kind of a green and yellow. Not sure how it looks. There we go. It's double-stranded, so it's white and cream with the green. Pretty cool. Okay, this next one, I'm trying to find its partner. Losing things. This one is purple and white. Another set of trivets. Put it all nice close so you can see the details of it. Once again, I'll get these up on the website and whatnot and get some directions to it for you. Okay, these are just kind of corny. When I get bored, I like to try to make socks. My problem is they turn out really good. This is a little pink set. But I don't really like doing pairs because I don't wear matching socks. Just saying. So I have this one, which is a single sock. And this is with vintage yarn. Most all my projects are with donated vintage yarn. And here's a lime green one. Little bit different size, but I was playing around. I will put these on I'll tack them on a wall. I'll use them to put, kitchen utensils, office supplies, you name it. Almost anything can be used for this. So, which brings me to this. Bet you've never seen one of these. Whoa. What do you think? It is a sock, and it is made out of plastic bags from Dollar General because they have the yellow ones. So yes, I can make clothing out of garbage bags. Believe it or not, this is really soft. You'd be surprised. I use a lot of things. Matter of fact, the mat I'm sitting on, also made with garbage bags. Throw them in the washing machine in the dryer. They all turn out clean. Oh, another little single sock. Here we go. Okay, these are fun. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I do mini ones. Hey, Yay, thank you. I do mini ones and I'll show you. I have this in a miniature that I keep all my crochet hooks and everything in. But these are dog sweaters. There's this one with the burgundy. This is a size small with a chrome rose ombre. When I have the label from the yarn, I like to put it in there with it. And that way you kind of know. Oh, this one's a favorite. Oh my goodness. This is a size medium. It's called Salsa. And isn't that just the cutest dog sweater? Oh my goodness. It is so adorable. I love it. The lavender one is my favorite, but the neatest thing about this is when you're doing the vintage yarns, they're colors that they're just not available anymore. And so it's fun to work with such a unique kind of thing. So there's that. Oh, this one is a small and it's green. You've got the little doggy. Oh, try and get it in the light. There we go. So I like that one too. Okay, I got two more dog ones. One is a size small, and it is a powerful color. I really enjoyed this one. I don't have the label for it, but yeah, this one's a favorite. Just, I don't, you just don't get these colors the way you used to. The final dog sweater is, oops, turquoise blue. This one is softer and a little bit thicker. I like it how it kind of looks like a face. Oops. And when I start doing the instruction in my videos, I'll teach you about tension and all the different little ways you can find your own way to keep your stitches even. And it just takes time and practice. Time for some hydration. What you see on the bottom is I crochet my all kinds of little containers. That one's with a garbage bag, which ties into what's coming up next. Plarn, plastic yarn. I have a passion of crocheting with plastic. Yarn gets expensive. What you see in the background is my full supply of what I've got, but you can never really run out of the plastic bags or Hawaiian lays. Hawaiian lays are a perfect 1 inch when you cut the little cord on them. So here's a little water bottle holder. These are for mason jars. And I know you can buy the silicone and that's all cool, but I couldn't afford it. So I just made my own. Or you can use them for little baskets, planter holders, almost anything. I've got another mat. I've made them for golf carts, all different kinds of mats. I tried to do some of them for the homeless, but to do a 6 by 3 foot mat takes 1,100 garbage bags and a lot of hours. And these little projects are much easier for me. And this is what you'll see. I have all kinds of different little plarn. These are all for mason jars. And I can custom whatever colors people want. They make just great little bags, metallic colors. Now, I hate having my medicine bottles all over the place. I do tiny living. It's a little different when you have small spaces. So what I did is I crocheted these little holders for my bottles. And then they have a little loop on them that go on a little bar. And so, or I use carabiners and then just hook them onto the little rod. I write what it is on top. And so there you go. I have a whole handy dandy, hide in plain sight. People, you don't need to see what they are. But if I need to see, look at this. I just turn it over And look, there's a little way that I can see clearly what's inside. One more little tip of the trades of tiny living and being able to see what you have. With discovering about things about ADHD and need more than likely having ADHD, I have to see things. If there's a something in front of it, I know it's there, but I don't know it's there. And so I'm changing everything to where, it's just all open, like you see. Open floor plan concept. The fridge, the office supplies, even my crafts. Get yourself a sandwich container. It will be very, very essential when I start teaching you to do granny squares. As you can see, you open it up. You've got this. I've got my yarn. These are some little projects. Got my crochet hook in here. This one is a granny square that I'm putting together, and it becomes a purse. So I just take 2 squares, and when I sew it or do the joining, I leave this open, whatever type of handle. A lot of them I don't have handles because people could figure out their own. You take a belt, you take, like I said, carabiners are what I use for almost everything. But get yourself this because it will keep everything cleaner, easier. You can easily put 4 or 5 in there and then join them. Just kind of makes it travel worthy. How's that? All right. So I'm going to take a little break here and say hello to April. And I'm glad to have you here and anybody else. I have these three or four books here. 201 Great Questions. How to Survive the Loss of a Love. And that includes things like jobs and all kinds of, assorted subjects. 24-hour turnaround. Use 24 one-hour periods to turn your life around. To tell you the truth, I have notes in it. I've got highlight. At the end of the chapters, I write things about what I've learned from it. And I'm going to pick this back up with everybody because I never got past hour 10. So I never did the 24-hour turnaround. I'd like to. I got halfway, just never picked it back up again. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. The final book is one that I'm going to read and review and do some different deep dives into it. And it's called A Letter to My Daughter, Ora Pate Stewart. And its copyright is 1956. And it's a bookcraft book, Salt Lake City, Utah. 17th printing was 1970, I gotta double check it, 73. I was given this when I was 12 years old. And I'm going to just read the front and back cover so you kind of have a little idea of what it's about. Here is a book that every girl should read before she's married, also if she never marries, and if she's already married, she will receive much help and many thought-provoking suggestions for a happy life, which it contains. Too many girls grow up with the idea that marrying the man they love will end all their problems. Instead, their real problems are just beginning. Too many of them never think beyond the type of wedding dress they are to wear or who they're going to choose for bridesmaids. Too few of them ever think of the fact expressed by one young husband a few months after the honeymoon. He wrote to his mother-in-law saying, "We are well, but Alice is discovering that at one end of the rainbow is a kitchen stove and sink, and at the other a wash tub and a broom." As a rule, young men are better prepared for their role as breadwinners than the girls are for their bread making and home queens. Too few of them look upon homemaking as a profession, the greatest on earth. For no nation can be greater than the homes and the parents who raised its citizens. The techniques and mastery of the art of homemaking and parenthood require skill and training, quite as much, if not more, than that required for the ordinary professions pursued by men for their life's preparation. The inspired writing of the author of this very worthwhile book makes these facts and many more clear and interesting to all, young and old, who will take the time to read in its joy its precious message so beautifully given. Laura Pate Stewart has written many heartwarming books, but none a more precious message for young women everywhere than has this, her latest, A Letter to My Daughter. Every girl who reads it will be uplifted and better prepared to live a happy and useful life. And this book, like I said, was given to me when I was 12. And I looked to it and turned to it so many times, even as an adult, not realizing the effects of the words. And so it'll be interesting when we get to it. But right now, there's just a few people here, so we're going to grab a question. Ready? Ooh. Would you say that the focus of your life right now is more on the development of relationships or the accomplishment of goals and objectives? What would you like to change about this focus, if anything? I can say mine right now is about the accomplishment of goals and objectives. And along the way, I'm learning about relationships and communication. What I want to change about this focus is I want to be able to kind of more have the thoughts in my brains be able to come out of my mouth where it's easily understood. And a lot of the times I don't feel I'm very clear. So I'm working on it. Doing this is part of it. I want to be able to share with you a little bit of me. So now I'm going to just relax and enjoy a little bit. I have these feathers. I have 4 different crochet projects that I'm going to start teaching. And one of them, besides the granny squares, are these. And these are feathers. And I have all different feathers. A lot of different colors. Put that little thing on the end. Some of them I'm going to use a brush on and make them have a little bit more texture. Have you ever wanted to make your own Christmas ornaments? You ever kind of wondered what's an easy way to do it? And remember, all of these things are going to be for sale. I will be selling all of this. I like to take cotton. This is a fun one. Kind of pop it out. These are, they kind of look like little hats. Some of them. Oh, sorry. My hand shook. They are curtain rings where you hang it, and then this is for your curtain. And I just couldn't bear to throw them away. I had to keep them. And then I would just make all different kinds of designs. All of them are different. They all have a unique individual design. Oh, this one's kind of cool. Almost looks like a cake. Oh, sorry. I practiced with the couple where I made them two-sided. So there's one side and there's the other. And that kind of led me to more of my wonderful, like, hide in plain sight kind of moments where you can take something like this one. Looks kind of like a hat. This one's almost Viking colors. But you could put something in it and you can fold it in. And there you go. Whatever is inside, it won't pop out. And then you just hang it somewhere. Place to hide keys, money, who knows, whatever. It's just cute and little. I have several of them, and I can make them with any color, whatever you would like. I think I've still got 50 hooks, so I have plenty to work with. I've been talking with Tiff, sharing a little bit about my life, and we've been working on birth to age 10. And I had bad weather yesterday, and then today she wasn't feeling up to it. So I decided I'm just going to come here and go solo and hang out and kind of share a little bit about my plans and what I'm doing. Before I turned 50, I was about 48, and I decided in my head what 50 looked like. And I didn't look like I thought I wanted to look. So I spent 2 years changing all different kinds of things, working out, reading, being healthier. And my 50th birthday was a fantastic good time. I flew to Denver and had all of my friends. We got together for dinner, but the first thing in the morning on my 50th birthday, I had a boudoir photo shoot. And I tell you what, it was one of the neatest experience. And I will share some of the photos because there's some I can't, and most of them are, you can share them. They're not really bad. Um, it was neat. It was really freeing to just be able to, I just took you take your own clothes, and just uh, enjoy just being on a camera and having those moments. The biggest part of becoming 50 was recognizing that time is passing and there's nothing I can do to change it, slow it down. It just keeps passing. Now I'm 59 and I'm going to be 60 in January. I have a whole new understanding of the world, and I'm not jaded. I'm not bitter. I'm not angry at events and things of myself or others in my life. It's kind of a cool thing to be approaching a new stage in life with a confidence level and a security. And I know so many people who are negative and jaded at this point in their life, and kind of with good reason, but to me, it doesn't matter the reason. I'm going to keep rocking it out and being my most positive self. It's all I know how to be. And so I want to encourage, I want to support. I finally found the way to gain my own support system because it was kind of like looking for love in all the wrong places. I was trying to find help and trying to find support because I didn't want to feel alone doing this. Along the way, I discovered I wasn't ever alone. I had my mom my daughter, my sister, and a dear friend, and myself. So I have 5 people strongly in my corner. Some people don't have anywhere near that much support. So, me looking for outside sources to gain knowledge or acceptance or whatever I thought I needed, man, it was so amazing today to discover that I can take my own training wheels off. I can trust myself, my voice, my judgment. There are times when I might, I don't know, be a little salty and not communicate in a very productive way. Uh, but I rebound quickly, and I believe in a living amends. I absolutely 110% believe that there are ways to make amends that don't require actively asking for apologies. A lot of the times, living and changing and showing those changes means so much more than some what could be considered as a half-assed apology. I don't expect anything from anyone in the way I used to. If you do, believe me, you can get disappointed very, very quickly. Um, Life has its own expectations. And when I put additional expectations on people, they're going to let me down. It's part of human nature. There's not a lot that changes in that. Whether I was active in the Mormon church or struggling with sinful natures while I was inactive, that I would repent of when I became active, to the point of excommunication and working my way back to being baptized. I've run the gamut with the church and with a lot of other things in my life. And now I get to just live in a small little space because I'm a tiny liver, and I get to enjoy my life fully. I get to embrace everything. And so much is new. So much is just, I don't know, out of this world crazy when I watch different things on YouTube, Facebook. I don't really watch TVs and movies because I don't really trust a lot of information that I take in. So I have to be really selective about it. I have an amazing memory that's very long lasting and detailed. And so there are certain things that are true. Garbage in is garbage out. What you take in, you might spend a lifetime trying not to remember or unsee something you saw. And this is where different guidances I had growing up, being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which you will hear me call Mormon. I do not care what they want to be called. They spent millions of dollars with me as a child with the I Am a Mormon campaign. I am at what? I'm not. I was a member missionary as a child, as a young adult, as an adult. And so, no, that word is embraced upon my heart. And so the fact they want to change things and make it sinful is just even more proof to me of why I don't want that in my life. Those are not ideas that I want to make important. Doubling down on a name, yeah, no, that's just not going to fly for me. Um, I have issues with, I've not issues, I have problems with pronouns and names for people because I barely remember your name, let alone how you want to be identified. And so a lot of times I will say the wrong one, and certain people can look badly on that, and I really don't care. In my brain, I have a hard enough time keeping track of certain things. So I'm not going to take on more than I can, and I'll be as respectful as I can. And that's what I'm trying to do as I launch into a lot of this, is maintain respect for the world around me as I explore it. But I don't want to be afraid to call things out that I see as injustice or damaging. Learning how to do it in a my way, not anybody else's way. That's what's new for me. Being able to just say, I really, really want this, do this. This is the direction. Instead of sitting back and just watching the show and being an active participant in my life. And I'm not about to stop. I spent too much time in the shadows, too much time letting other people and organizations dictate my life and my future. And it's just not something that's going to be worth it for me in the long run. Um, to my Facebook community, I adore you. I absolutely adore following and engaging. I have so many amazing followers there, and I just enjoy your content and what you're doing. And I enjoy supporting you as much as you're supporting me. Um, Eventually, my YouTube will grow, and I'll do the same fun things here that I'm already doing on Facebook. It's just learning a whole new system, and all of it, it gets hard. So I like the Restream app because I'm able to have it go out to both of the channels on the two different platforms at the same time. And so it saves me having to figure out what to do or which one I want to be on. I don't have a lot going on. I don't have a lot to share right now. Um, just kind of a beginning touch base. I might pop back on a little later if I can get this second camera working the way it needs to. Then I can do some instruction. My MacBook, well, not MacBook, sorry. It's just a silly little Chromebook. It's not even, it's like $75 used. I think it's more like one of the school type ones. My camera works with it. The problem is the camera on here is the exact same one, and so it gets confused, and it wouldn't let the other one work. So I might pop back on with this computer and do a little crochet instruction. In the meantime, oh, Jennifer, hello. It's so great to see you. I guess I'll stick on for a little bit more. I've been showing my crochet, all different kinds of things. Oh, I got the other pile I can finish. This is jute twine. I think I got this at Dollar General. I have a divider in it. It has a pull tab. So one of the many bags. I tried to make hats, and guess what? They didn't work, so they kind of became bags. If you want, I'm pretty sure you could still use it as a hat. And so I have several of these in multiple colors, multiple styles. Then, oh my goodness, hair ties. Anybody need a hair tie? These are some hair ties. Oh, but wait, there's more. Are you ready? There's more hair ties. Look at all the hair ties. These hair ties are all for sale. I absolutely am going to be getting rid of all of them. I will send them anywhere. Right now, they're $2 each one, and they're just awesome. Again, I will be getting all that information out. I just want to show you all the things that are going to be available. In the corner of the office, I don't know if you can see it, right back, barely back here, I have a 30-pound ball of yarn. 30-pound ball of yarn. I have 5,000 hair ties in a box here. I'd like to say Saturday, but it could be as early as tomorrow. I am going to be crocheting with this 30-pound ball of yarn hair ties. That is the only thing I am going to make with this ball of yarn. And we're going to just sit and visit and make hair ties if you want to. And you guys will be picking the stitches. And I'll be able to teach you so much more by doing these simple little hair ties. So look forward to me and Cluck and hair ties. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Oh, sorry. Okay. The final kind of stuff I've got, these, some are felt. These are little purses. Here's a little purse. Here's some little purses. And the difference, these, they don't have buttons on. There's this one. See, look. Little handle. Oh, cute little. There's these. Oh, little scuttle time from The Little Mermaid. This is this and this is that. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this one. This is a cute pink bag. Okay. What do you think's in here? Oh my God. Oh, this is a little double one. Little purse. And I crochet buttons so that you can just slide that on. Oh, this is one I told you about that's a granny square. That's actually a purse. No handle. I'll put handles on for some, but not others. There's another little one. I sit and make these all the time. Here's another one. Oh, did my overlay come off? There we go. Oh, look at this. It's almost like a little hacky sack. And it's got a little drawstring. Another cute little one. A lot of this is scrap yarn. And so there's this. And I want to put Velcro on it. And that way it's got a little Velcro strip. Ooh. This was a child's hat, but it could also be a purse if I put a string on it. So, but it could be a little baby hat. Okay, going over here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is a favorite of mine. Like this has got a double. 1, 2, 3. I've got hoops, so you can put carabiner on it for your own handle. And once again, crocheted button. So boom, boom, boom. There you go. Handy dandy cell phone holder. I don't know. Hide in plain sight. Office supplies. Doesn't matter. Oh, bright gold. Little bit. And some of these, a lot of them, reversible, where it's got a little bit of a different view when you reverse it. Here's another one with just a simple handle. Tiny, look at this. There's a little purple one. All of these have different patterns, different things. Here we go. Another one. Oh. And these are so easy to teach. So easy. Oh, okay. This one's fun. Okay. It's got all the way around the outside, round bottom, so you can set it up. It's got, this is a decorative. So when you turn it inside out for the purse, you've got a little row where you can put things on the inside so you can find them easy. I use this with a plastic bag in it for crochet hooks. And then they just all go on the outside and I could have a little ball of yarn or whatever I need on the inside. There you go. Handy dandy little carry case. I would love to duplicate so many of these, but they are one of a kind. They absolutely one of a kind work. Here we go. As you can tell, I crochet a lot every day. I'm not lying when I say I spend hours a day crocheting all kinds of amazing things. There's not much I won't do with a crochet hook. There's 2 more here. Oh, we're getting down to the bottom. Oh, this is cute with baby yarn. And they're just so much fun. For little gifts, you could put little gift cards in them. They're a little bigger than a gift card holder. This one's not, though. This would be a great gift card holder. Christmas ornaments, neat little way to give an extra gift. Can be wrapping paper. Like I said, I have way too many cords. You've got your cords or your iPod or all different kinds of smaller items. And then here you go. This is what I'm talking about. See, it could have been a hat, but I'm no good at hats. I don't know why it ends up the way it does. It starts out good. It starts out amazing. And then it goes awry. It goes very awry. So here we go. We've got all of these. And I'm going to show the curtain rod. These are for curtain rods. You know, you can hang it. And so instead, I crochet them and they become ornaments. So I have probably maybe 50 of them and a lot more to make. And then I mentioned earlier about the feathers. We're going to be doing a lot of feathers. It's time for some cowbell. Oh, we need more cowbell. I always need some more cowbell. And so between the plarn and all of that, oh, I am wrong. I absolutely do have some hats. Look at here. I have some hats, but they only fit my head. So if your head is, oh, this is a smaller, so this must be a child's. Here we go. This is a different granny square. It gets the hexagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. These make great purses and great bags. I'm looking for a different type of yarn. It's called Caramel Baby or Caramel. It's from Germany. And it makes the best bags. And I cannot find an American equivalent anywhere. So I'm on the hunt for that type of material, yarn, that makes these amazing bags. I can do the same thing with yarn. Oh, but it just has a different look to it. It's almost like a macrame, but not. And I'm just dying to work with it. So all of you that are in other countries or know people in other countries, by all means, see what we can do to get me some different types of yarn. I love working with new mediums. So there's these. The final part about the crochet, scraps. I take my scraps and I make my own yarn by hand. I separate it all, and I don't know all the official words. I just know how to do it. And then I have a spindle, and I actually have a bat that I use to make the yarn. It's all science. It's all gravity, and that's what I like about crochet. It is. It's all science. There's a tension and texture, and there's a whole method to it all. But it's so easy to learn. I am left-handed, and I do teach left and right-handed. I can crochet right-handed. This is what I do with scraps. I'll start off with a circle, and then when I decide, I kind of turn it into this scrap bag. And that's what I put all my little projects and things in to make it easier, and then I know what's inside it. I am definitely going to part with these because I will make more. This one is a crazy one. Look at the bottom. I started going this way, but I was making a unique pattern out of the bottom. And then when I started the top, I did a loop all the way around that's like a ruffle. So it's got an extra 2 inches in the bottom, and then a little narrow neck. It almost looks like a little tutu or a little dress. And once again, handles. Tough decision how to do a handle. Everybody's got their own unique way they like a handle. This I like because it's more like a doorstop. It's more like a pillow. I throw, um, but it's just unique with the variety of the materials. And so there you have it. That is the main things I wanted to share with you tonight in lieu of talking about my childhood and the differences between then and now. Oh, see you later. It's nice to see you. And be able to share with you my excitement for life. I have lived a big life. I've had a lot of things happen, but I myself have just survived it. I've just made it through. I've been resilient and productive, but now it's time I want to live my life, my terms, my own judgments, me. Not husband, which I do not have, not boyfriend, which I will not have. All types of things that I've discovered along the way are not for me. And I have no problem with that. It's okay. I don't need that. And the truth is, I never wanted it. It was all preconceived things from being raised the way I was, that I thought that's just the way you were supposed to be. When in reality, I probably never would have been married and probably would have had my daughter, but I would have been one of those young people in the 90s that went to a sperm bank. I wouldn't have had the same expectations and value system in certain arenas. I would have been much more nuanced and progressive in my thought patterns because I already was at 19, already there. And then got pulled back in. And then got sucked back into a way of thinking and all kinds of things that produced cognitive dissonance and things in my brain where I just didn't know who I was without being in a relationship. I'm going to be 60 and we're going to find out what my life is going to be. I'm so appreciative of breathing and of living. When you look at the simple little things of being in existence and just what it takes to breathe and relax and find your calm. So many people get all amped up about things and stay right in that level for far too long. It's not bad or wrong to get to those levels because you don't know the injustices or angers or rage unless you allow yourself to experience it. But you need to know how to recover from it also. So, my hope for everybody today is that you have some peace in your life. You have a little bit of calm. Maybe more cowbell, you know? Maybe a little more cowbell. Or maybe you just need a little triangle, a little meditation, little reminders that there's joy, there's beauty, there's other things you can experience when you let the quiet in. You let your mind calm down. But then, sound the alarm. It's dinner time, man. Go get your grub, get some fluids, take good care of your body. It's hydrate time, dinner time, food time, sleep time. Be careful. Remember, every breath is another chance and another choice. What's next? Kim D. High, rocking it out for life. I will be back soon, and I hope you have an amazing moment.